Just think for a second, if the Marvel Universe had only heroes, would it really be fun? No, because a hero only becomes a true hero when they have to face a cunning, dangerous, and sometimes even a little charming villain. And Marvel's villains, man, they're not just enemies. They're forces of nature, the kind that push heroes beyond their limits. And honestly, without these villains, Marvel's world would feel empty. Today, we're counting down the top 10 greatest supervillains in Marvel history, starting at number 10 all the way to number 1, and I promise you, by the time we reach the end, your favorite villain might just change. Number 10, Mephisto, Marvel's own devil. Just hearing the name, you can almost feel that dark, unsettling energy, right? He's not just some brute force. He wins through manipulation, deals, and twisted mind games. Technically, Mephisto is a demon who rules an alternate dimension, a place many would call hell. His powers: absolutely insane reality manipulation, immortality, soul trapping. He can literally take your soul. Mephisto's influence is everywhere in Marvel's big events, and the creepiest thing, he's always offering deals that sound perfect at first, but turn into your worst nightmare by the end. One of Spider-Man's most heartbreaking storylines, One More Day, was because of him, where he erased Peter Parker and Mary Jane's marriage from reality itself just for his own gain. Mephisto doesn't need to punch you to beat you. He'll make you think you've won, when really you've been in his trap from the start. Number 9, Red Skull. Now, moving to one of Marvel's most hated villains, Red Skull, real name Johann Schmidt, a high-ranking Nazi officer and Captain America's ultimate archenemy. Red Skull's agenda is simple: total world domination, and spreading his twisted ideology, that terrifying Red Skull face. It's the result of a chemical experiment gone wrong, but instead of hiding it, he embraced it and made it his identity. He's not just about brute force, he's a mastermind. Advanced tech, political manipulation, terrorism, that's his playground. And the worst part, just when you think Captain America has finally defeated him for good, he always comes back with a new plan. Red Skull is basically the living embodiment of hate, which is exactly why defeating him always feels so satisfying for both the heroes and the audience. Number 8, Magneto. Now, here's a name Marvel fans know as both a villain and an anti-hero. Real name Eric Lenscher, a Holocaust survivor. His tragic backstory adds so many layers to his character. Magneto's belief is simple: mutants are superior to humans, and they should fight for their rights even if it means war. His powers: control over magnetism, which basically means he can manipulate any metal, even bring entire cities to their knees. Magneto's morals are complicated sometimes. You feel like he's not entirely wrong. Humans have treated mutants horribly, but when his rage boils over, he becomes a threat to the entire world. His friendship rivalry with Professor X is one of Marvel's greatest storylines. To men with the same goal, but completely opposite ways of achieving it, Magneto will never be purely evil, but never purely good either. Number 7, Dr. Octopus. Otto Octavius, better known as Dr. Octopus. Those mechanical tentacles, they're not just weapons, they're an extension of him. Octavius was a brilliant scientist, but a lab accident changed him both physically and mentally. Doc Ock's goal is always the same: to prove his genius, no matter the cost, even if the world burns in the process. And his rivalry with Spider-Man, legendary. Sometimes he's broken Spider-Man not just physically, but mentally too. The most shocking moment, the Superior Spider-Man storyline, where Doc Ock took over Peter Parker's body and became Spider-Man himself. And ironically, he did some things even better than Peter. Dr. Octopus is proof that intelligence, when used the wrong way, can be far deadlier than any superpower. Number 6, Kingpin. Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, the Emperor of Crime. In Marvel's world, no superpowers here, but his mind, his influence, and his sheer physical strength make him one of the most feared villains ever. Kingpin is a master manipulator. Politicians, police, media, all can end up under his control, and when it comes to a fight, he's a trained combatant who can take down multiple opponents at once. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher all have felt his power. What makes him different is that he doesn't even see himself as a villain in his eyes. He's a businessman, a ruler bringing order to his city his way. For street-level heroes in Marvel, Kingpin isn't just an enemy, he's practically the system itself. Number 5, Loki, the god of mischief, Thor's brother, or maybe his biggest headache. Loki is charm, wit, and trickery rolled into one. Even though he's a prince of Asgard, he's always felt like an outsider, and maybe that's why he creates chaos to prove his worth. Magic, shape-shifting, illusions. Loki's arsenal is huge, but his biggest weapon, his mind. He rarely attacks directly. Instead, he manipulates others into doing exactly what he wants. And here's the fun part: sometimes Loki actually ends up being a hero when it benefits him. That unpredictability is exactly why Loki's one of the most popular Marvel villains ever in the MCU. Tom Hiddleston's performance turned Loki into an absolute fan favorite, so much so that he's even got his own solo series now. Number 4, Galactus. This cosmic entity is Marvel's walking apocalypse. Galactus is known as the Devourer of Worlds. His job is simple: consume planets to survive. His powers are on a god-tier level: energy manipulation, matter creation, cosmic awareness. When he arrives, entire civilizations go into panic mode. Galactus isn't a villain because he's evil, he's a villain because his very existence means destruction for Marvel's heroes. Stopping Galactus is almost impossible. He's like a natural force, one that can't be reasoned with, and of course, he has his heralds like the Silver Surfer who search for planets for him to consume. Number 3, Green Goblin. Norman Osborn, the source of Spider-Man's darkest nightmares. The Green Goblin is one of the most unpredictable and brutal villains in Marvel. The green suit, pumpkin bombs, the glider, he's pure chaos. Osborn was once a brilliant businessman, but an experimental serum made him physically stronger and mentally unstable. His rivalry with Spider-Man is personal. Sometimes it feels like his only mission is to destroy Peter Parker's life completely. The most shocking moment: the death of Gwen Stacy. This single event left a permanent scar on Marvel history, and Green Goblin was the mastermind behind it. That unpredictable, personal vendetta is what makes him so terrifying. Number 2, Thanos, the Mad Titan. Thanos, this guy is both a philosopher and a mass murderer in the MCU. His goal was balance, but in the comics, it was all about impressing Mistress Death. Super strength, insane durability, genius-level intellect. He's already dangerous, but give him the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's basically a god. In the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, Thanos snapped away half the universe. Just like that, the scary part: he doesn't think he's wrong in his mind. This is a necessary evil, and in the MCU, Josh Brolin's portrayal turned Thanos into an absolute legend. Number 1, Dr. Doom. Victor Von Doom, Marvel's ultimate villain, a genius inventor, a master sorcerer, and the ruler of Latveria. That combination makes him the most dangerous man in Marvel. Doom's ego, off the charts in his mind. There's no one better than him. His plans, they can run for years before heroes even realize what's happening. His armor is incredibly advanced, his magic is terrifying, and his intellect nearly unbeatable. Every major Marvel hero, Fantastic Four, Avengers, X-Men has been caught in Doom's web at some point. Dr. Doom isn't just an enemy, he's a legend. So those were the top 10 greatest super villains in Marvel history. Some are pure evil, some are misunderstood, but one thing's for sure: without them, the shine of the heroes would fade. Now I want to know from you guys, how did you like this video? And tell me honestly, if you had the power to change this list, which villain would you add or remove? Drop your opinions in the comments, because I'm really curious to see your take. And don't forget, a hero's greatness always depends on the villain they face.